What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Crest of Courage card game channel. Today I've got a deck profile for you guys featuring the brand new Double Typhoon Terriermon Lopmon deck. Now this is just utilizing two of the decks. So this is just if you bought two of these new starter decks and you just smashed them together, this is what I have come up with. If you guys are new to the game, this is a great jumping on point. This is a great starter deck to pick up and just play right out of the box. Even with just one, it's fine. But you know, two is always better than one. So without further ado, let's get right to the deck profile. All right, so starting us off for the eggs, I do play 5 eggs. I think that would be best for this deck. One of our tamers does help us to, hatch more eggs throughout the game. So it is beneficial to have 5. So we're just gonna play 4 Gummymon, which simply has 1 attacking once per turn. If you have a green tamer, draw 1. You know, we have a good amount of tamers in this deck, so we're gonna get some good draws off of that. And then for our 5th egg, we're just going to use one of the alternate art Cocomons that we get in the deck, and that just has your turn once per turn. When an effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1. So that's really good to use with the Alliance effects. Whenever you attack with one of your Digimon, you can use Alliance to suspend one of your other Digimon so that it gains that DP and gets security attack +1, and that would be an effect suspending a Digimon, so you get another draw off that. So both these eggs are great. We don't really have any other options anyway, since we're just building out of 2 starter decks, but I would recommend running the 5th egg with this one because, like I said, our tamer does let us hatch more eggs throughout the game. All right, so moving along to our rookies, I am playing more than the normal 12 rookies. You know, 12 would be the average amount you'd want to play in a deck, and I've got 16 here because we do have a lot of effects in this deck to play out more rookies. So it is actually beneficial to play multiples and, you know, just have extra rookies around. So first of all, the only Lopmon we're playing is the new one that has the main once per turn effect that one of your Digimon gains Alliance for the turn, and then has the inheritable all turns while this Digimon's suspended plus 1000 DP. You could also play a couple of the alt art Lopmon you get that has the search effect, but I mean, I don't think it's super necessary. We have a good amount of searches, such as this Terriermon that has basically the same effect. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add a 2-color green card and a tamer card with Henry Wong and its name among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So we do get a Lopmon alternate art that has pretty much the same effect, except for it can only get his sister, Su Chong Wong. And because we're not playing her, it's just not really great. But you could, you know, substitute in a couple more Lopmons for some of these if you really wanted some more search power. But this one also has your turn. When Alliance suspends one of your Digimon, this Digimon may digivolve into a 2-color green Digimon in your hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. So that's great. Plus, it's just kind of our main searcher. Since we're playing a lot of Henrys, it should hopefully come up that you can maybe get 2 things off of that. Then we also have 4 copies of Terriermon Assistant. Your turn, when an effect suspends this Digimon, one of your Digimon gets plus 4000 DP for the turn. So it's really great to use with the Alliance effects to suspend it, to get some more DP for those security checks and everything, and it has the same inheritable effect so that you can, get a cheaper Digivolution cost when you use Alliance. And of course, last but not least, we're playing the brand new Terriermon at 4 that just has a main once per turn. You may play a green tamer card or a level 3 Digimon with Lopmon in its name from your hand with the play cost reduced by 2. So you get some cheap plays of tamers or our Lopmon there. And then again, all turns while it's suspended, plus 1000 DP. So yeah, so the main reason we have so many Terriermon specifically is just because we have so many of our level 4s we'll take a look at in a second that have to digivolve off of a Terriermon to reduce the cost more. Like I said, if you want to, you could put in some more Lopmons to get some more search power, but I prefer this for the cheaper Digivolutions. All right, so moving on to our level 4s here. First of all, we are playing the full 4 of the brand new Gold Rapidmon. Digivolves on a level 3 with Terriermon in name for a cost of 3, so it is cheaper than the 4 cost if it was to Digivolve on a Lopmon. Has a blocker, armor purge, all turns once per turn. When this Digimon becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon and all of their security Digimon get minus 4000 DP till the end of their turn. Really good, and again, all turns plus 1000 while suspended is not bad. And just having Armor Purge blocker is such a good combo here because you can just block, especially with this effect to when it's suspended -4k on something. It's just really strong because he can basically block an 11k DP Digimon, and you know, he would still get deleted, but the Armor Purge would still save whatever Digimon is underneath him, probably the Terriermon. So really, really great card now. And we're also playing 2 of the old Gold Rapidmon from BT8, since we do get a couple of these cool new alternate art versions with these decks. This one, again, digivolves for 3 on a Terriermon, still has Armor Purge, but has when digivolving, for each of your tamers, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get -5,000 DP for the turn. So it's really strong to give a lot of things -5k DP. If we had 4 of these, we would be playing 4 of them for sure, but again, this is assuming you just have 2 of these decks to work with, and that is all we would have available. So up next, we do have 3 of this Gargomon that can digivolve on a Terriermon or a Lopmon for 2 cost. Has your turn once per turn. When this Digimon becomes suspended, 1 of your Digimon gains jamming for the turn. That's really good. You can give it self-jamming or 1 of your other Digimon. So it's really nice to have that. And then again, the inheritable, while it's suspended, +1000 DP all turns. The main reason I'm playing 3 of this one is because you want more Gargomons, specifically the name Gargomon, for one of our Henrys to be able to kind of warp digivolve one of our Terriermons up to a Mega Gargomon if necessary. It does need to have a Gargomon in the trash to be able to pull that off. So you could change this one Wendigomon to a 4th Gargomon. I was originally going to do that, but I don't know if it's just because I pulled the cool alternate art of this guy, but I thought it might be nice to at least give one of him a try. He does digivolve for 2 on a Lopmon or Terriermon, has on play and when digivolving, delete 1 level 3 or lower Digimon, and if this effect deleted one of your Digimon, you may play a level 3 Digimon with Terriermon or Lopmon in its name from your trash without paying the cost. And again, has, while suspended, all turns +1000 as the inheritable. So I just think it's nice to have some, you know, low-level deletion, because you can just hard play this guy for 5 to delete a level 3, you know, like an annoying Floodgate rookie or something. Or if you want to, you could delete one of your own Digimon to play it out again, maybe get another search or something else. And if you really like him, you know, you could do like a 2-2 split for him and Gargomon if you wanted to. Like I said, I just like having more Gargomons for late game plays with the Henry. But that's pretty much it for our level 4s. All right, on to our level 5s. I have 4 copies of the new black and green Rapidmon here. Digivolves on a level 4 with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name for a cost of 3 is really cool, so you can digivolve off of those gold Rapidmons. On play or when digivolving, you can de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, if you have a green tamer until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's effects can't delete this Digimon or return it to the hand or deck. So just first of all, de-digivolve is always nice to have, but having that built-in protection is really nice. And then the all turns once per turn when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of their security stack is a really strong inheritable to have. Because that means we can be swinging into our opponent's Digimon to get them out of the way and still be getting some checks in as well by trashing their security cards. So yeah, really great Rapidmon overall. Honestly, you could get away with just playing the 4 of him and probably be fine, but I opted to go ahead and throw in 2 Antilamons as well. It can digivolve off of any level 4 that's a 2-color with green for a cost of 3, so that's pretty much our entire level 4 lineup. Has Alliance naturally, so you don't need to have the Lopmon out to give it Alliance. It's kind of nice to just have it built in, and has End of Attack. You may play a green level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. So it helps get us some more free bodies on board, why not? And he has another inheritable that's really good, End of Attack once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon, return 1 green Digimon card from your trash to your hand. So getting a little bit of, you know, recursion to be able to pull whatever we need out of the trash is always nice to have. So yeah, not much to it. That's all for our level 5s. For the level 6s, we are just playing 4 copies of the Mega Gargomon Ace. If you really wanted to, you could probably find some room to squeeze in 1 or 2 of the Cherubimons, but I don't really think it's necessary. This dude is just insanely better than the Cherubimon, in my opinion. Not that he's bad or anything, but this guy is just nuts. So he can digivolve off of anything with a Rapidmon in its name for a cost of 5. That's insane because there's a lot of Rapidmons in this deck that are level 4 or 5. So it can Digivolve off pretty much anything in the deck for, at least 4 or 5. And then hand counter blast Digivolve, of course, if your opponent attacks you, you can just smack this thing down to counter them with that. And it's really nice because if you have, a gold Rapidmon or the green Rapidmon, even the Antilamon level 5, you have a lot of options for what you're going to put this down on. And just the fact that most of our level 4s are Rapidmon also, you can cheat this guy out super quickly. But he also has Blocker and Reboot, which is just a really great combo there. And when Digivolving, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then 2 of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend or Digivolve until the end of their turn. Really strong. So if you blast Digivolve this guy, you can suspend 2 things and prevent them from Digivolving entirely. Then you also have when Digivolving, end of attack. Once per turn, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So even if you were already suspended, when you blast Digivolve into this guy, you can unsuspend, suspend 2 of their things, and then he's got Blocker, so you can immediately block the attack that was coming in. So this guy pretty much just instantly locks down your opponent's whole field. I think he's one of the best aces we've gotten so far. Now, of course, being an ace, he does have the dreaded overflow -4. So be careful if he ends up getting deleted or de-digivolved or returned to the hand or deck. Or whatever, then you're going to end up, losing 4 memory right away, which can suck. But it is nice that the new Rapidmon does give him some protection, at least for a turn, so that's great. But yeah, not much else to say. This guy's insane, and we don't really need any other level 6s. All right, up next we have the Tamers. I'm just playing 2 copies of the Memory Setter Henry from EX2. That also has your turn when one of your Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in their names attacks by suspending this Tamer. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So again, that's why we don't really want to have too many like Wendigomons or Ankylamons or anything, because they're not really gonna, mesh well with our Tamers. But yeah, just always nice to have a memory setter. But up next, then we have 3 copies of Willis, which is maybe still the best tamer for this deck. On play, you may hatch in your breeding area. That's why we really want to have 5 eggs. Like I said earlier, we're going to be able to hatch more throughout the game just by playing Willis. Your turn, when one of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name. By suspending this tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. And again, reducing Digivolution costs is always nice, so you do want to have as many of him out as possible. And then we're also playing 3 of the brand new Henry Wong from this starter deck that just has start of your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. And then main, by placing this tamer and 1 Gargomon and 1 Rapidmon from your trash in any order. As one of your Terriermon's bottom Digivolution cards, that Digimon may Digivolve into a Mega Gargomon in the hand for a Digivolution cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. And if this effect Digivolved, that Digimon gains Rush for that turn. So really strong. It's nice to just have him out and gain memory passively every turn, pretty much, as long as your opponent has a Digimon. But on top of that, it's nice to just be able to play out a Terriermon and then go straight into a Mega Gargomon by, pulling out a Rapidmon and a Gargomon from your trash. And don't forget that Ace does not count as part of a Digimon's name, so Mega Gargomon does work for that. The Ace would not, mess that up or anything. He is still technically Mega Gargomon. So yeah, pretty simple tamer lineup there. So last but not least, our option cards. We have to play a full 4 of the double Typhoon. This thing is so great. Just for a 3 cost, you get to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a green Digimon card and 1 such tamer among them to your hand, and return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So can grab any of our tamers or Digimon, pretty much our entire deck besides itself. And then you have the main delay effect where you can play a Terriermon or Lopmon in your hand without paying the cost. So what's really great about that is you can use this delay effect to play a Terriermon for free, and then use the new Henry we just looked at to, use a Gargomon and a Rapidmon from trash to Digivolve him straight into Mega Gargomon. And assuming you have the 4 memory to keep turn, you could just gain Rush and attack right away with that Mega Gargomon, who of course, he's got when Digivolving and end of attack to unsuspend, so he can immediately get 2 checks in, maybe just win the game right then and there. So yeah, really, really great to keep that for when you need it. But also we have 2 copies of Giant Missile that just says main, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of their suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck, and one of their Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. So yeah, 8 costs is a lot, but this thing can bottom deck basically anything and also prevent something from unsuspending. So you can kind of like take out 2 threats at once with this, which is really good. And I mean, what more could you ask for from there? It's also really nice now with all the aces and everything. If you bottom deck an ace, you instantly get some memory back. So this could end up only being 4 or 5 costs to play. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's about it for the options. So there you go, you guys. That does it for this deck profile, just utilizing 2 advanced starter decks with the new Double Typhoon, Terriermon, Lopmon starter decks. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments, or if you have any questions, make sure to let me know. If you enjoyed the video or got anything out of it, make sure to smash that like button. It does help me out a lot. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.